The flowers over there are very pretty. Some of them are poppies, yellow poppies that are native to this area of California. And they can grow wild. I'd like to get some and plant them here. I don't know if I can buy any. I may have to snatch some. The Ashley's wind chimes. Very nice, very peaceful. A lot of traffic. A lot of traffic. Too much traffic sometimes. So it's a federal holiday. Banks closed, schools are out. It's President's Day. I was wrong the other day when I said Abraham Lincoln was the 13th president. He was the 16th or 17th president, something like that. But he did have the Emancipation Proclamation, freeing slaves and things like that. He was of the Republican Party. And the way different parties acted in those days, 150 years ago, was different than the way they act now. Actually, the way they misbehave now is horrendous, no matter what party. If you are partake in all that mudslinging and backstabbing and all that monkey shine, that's crap. I can be conservative and have conservative views and be of the pizza party. Why? Why pizza party? Because I like pizza. Or the birthday party, because they have cake. Be that as it may, I don't know where that came from. What is this stick? It used to be part of a fence picket, but I cut it down and I put polyurethane on it, and it's an extension for the cover of Spencer's new sandbox. Right now it has a gap. Nifty neato. He has two little lawnmowers. The red one makes a rrr sound and the other one blows bubbles. Ha ha ha. Both sides open up and have a little seat on each side. That's a neat little sandbox. It really is. This will fit. This will fit in between. Well, it will. It'll fit in between. I may have to trim it a little. But it's going to have little brackets that hold it to this part. That's why I have little carved niches for the brackets. Gonna be cool. It's like 65 degrees outside, but it's got a very cold wind blowing. Real cold. But you can go outside without freezing to death, but you have to have a jacket, a good jacket. Don't hang outside too long because you get cold. My feet and hands are cold. My nose is cold. So with that wind blowing, it's less than 60. Because my nose gets cold when it's 60 degrees. Yeah, I've got to soak my feet. They're all gnarly and dry, and I'll take my Dremel tool to them. So what did I do today? Let's see, I slept kind of late. I slept till 9, 8:30, 8, I don't know. And then what did I do? I ate like an omelet, made a nice big omelet for myself. And Brian put together, what was he doing? They had that new little lawnmower toy. And Spence was pushing him around. What else? What did he want to show me? I can't remember. I guess that was the lawnmower that he wanted to show me, the little toy lawnmower. So I went to the hardware store and got that board, and he messaged me while I was there, could I pick up something that was 4 foot by, what did he want? 4 foot by 6 foot or something? There wasn't not exactly any kind of board that was the right size that he wanted. It was, he said, a big plastic sheet board, whatever. If I went to buy a big plastic sheet, it would have been very expensive. I happened to find some smaller pieces of wainscoting, so I bought a piece of that. But the thing is, he goes, well, you know, if it rains a lot, and it's supposed to the rest of the week. It doesn't normally rain, but this year the weather's really messed up. He says if it's particle board, it's going to come apart. Yeah, it will. So tomorrow, I think, when I put the little piece of wood extension on the top of the sandbox, I'm going to go get a little quart of polyurethane. Pint? What's a smaller one? The little one. Pint, I guess. I'm going to get the smallest can I can of polyurethane and paint the poop out of that piece of wainscoting. So at least it'll stave off it from falling apart, disintegrating. Anything else I could have built, like a little fence piece or something, I was going to, but Brian just wanted something simple that can be taken off. Going to zip tie. Gonna drill a couple holes in it and zip tie it to the wrought iron fence to hold it in place. See, the dogs can see the neighbor dogs next door, Muffin and Churro. That's their dogs' names. Iris and Clover can see Muffin and Churro, and when they see him, they bark. And they bark a lot. They like to run back and forth and bark and try to get to them and all that stuff. So if they can't see them, they'll still know they're there, but they won't bark as much. That's the thought. So that's going to be in the works. Starting Wednesday evening, it's supposed to rain for the next 5 days. And on the little weather thing on my phone, it even has snowflakes on there. It's supposed to get down to about freezing. And people are going, isn't Southern California like beach blanket bingo, you know, Frankie and Annette beach movies of the 60s? Maybe the beach is that way in July or August. It's not like that. It gets hot sometimes in the summer. It gets unbearably hot. And you can overheat. Your body can overheat. But it doesn't. It's not like that all year. It gets cold. It snows. It snowed a couple years ago. I took pictures of it snowing. But I don't know. And, you know, the way things are, it's just going to get goofier and goofier. Like me. So, I didn't do much else than that. I ate my egg omelet thingy and I went out to work on that. And it takes a lot longer than you expect, especially if you're doing it by hand, and using a knife to carve and all that. And I poked my thumb, but it seems to have stopped bleeding. Yeah. I can never really do anything without hurting myself. I've always been that way. When I was a kid, I had permanent scabs on my knees. I'm very clumsy. I guess I'm not coordinated or anything. It's like I had to have Brian barbecued hamburger, so I had a hamburger and french fries that he made for me. And I really, in all honesty, don't need to eat, but I'm emotionally hungry and I want to eat. It's almost like sex sometimes, you know? I don't have that possibility, but I do have the possibility of stuffing my face. Oh gosh. I don't know. Life is becoming weird. I was doing some thinking today. Could you smell something burning in the air? It was me thinking. The place that has the theater and the improv classes, etc., they have an open mic night sometimes where you can put your name on a list and do something. Whether it's poetry, singing, jokes, I don't know, Mr. Memory, mathematical wizard, I don't know, whatever you want to do. And I was thinking of doing something silly, obviously. Whether it's coming up with my own words for songs, or just talking about goofy stuff. I don't know. My confidence is wearing away now, but this morning I felt really good about it. Just have to catch me at the right moment. Isn't that life? That is life, though. Because one of the kids is like, well, I thought we were going to go see Aunt Emily, which would have been my great Aunt Emily. Oh, well, today's not a good day. And I thought, what do you mean today's not a good day? The sun's out, you know. And now I understand. That meant that she wasn't feeling up to it that day. Because when you get older, there are days when you just can't seem to do things, or it hurts to get up or walk or whatever, you know. I could never understand that when I was younger, and I thought that was ridiculous. But as you get older, there's things that are like that. And once you get out of high school, I went to my 10th year high school reunion, and not much has changed. Some people were successful. They went to college and they became doctors and stuff. 20 years, so 25, I went to the 25th. And people really, you can notice a change. Now, this year, Scott's been out of high school 20 years. So if he would happen to go to his reunion, he would notice a lot of changes. You know, people have passed on. People have gotten fat. Guys have lost their hair. Women have gotten dumpy. Not everybody. But to see a kid that had a big afro from high school, and was nice and lean and had a big afro, and he played basketball, and now he's still kind of tall, but he's about 4 times the size. He's a big boy, and he's bald. So I mean, you know, things change. It's interesting. It really is. If you live long enough, you're going to see so many things, and I've been saying that and thinking that lately, you know, because there's a lot of people out there now, if they happen to come to this, someone had come across my channel and clicked on it, and their comment was, why the hell am I here? Why was this recommended? How, what? They were young, obviously, and then I checked out their profile, and they usually don't have a channel, but they have collections of things that they like to watch or do, and most of them are gamers. Most of them are probably under the age of 20. They accidentally come my way and see my video and wonder, what the hell am I doing here? Hey, you'll think of that when you get older too. What the hell am I doing now? Well, 3 of the 9 candy bars are gone. And I told Brian, you shouldn't have given me 9 candy bars. I said, I have no self-control. But like I said, food and sex, can't get enough. Hey, I'm old. I know. Ugh. But I'm not dead yet. Upward and onward.